Soweit. Noch kurz den Chat einstellen. Los geht's. Einen Moment bitte kurz. Im Handy.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name's Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Was denn mit dir los?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Ja, hab lieber Angst.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Ich suche nach Hemden.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Okay, danke.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Hallo Name, jetzt sehe ich den Chat im Handy. Ich habe es ja jetzt da im Bild ausgestellt mal. Ich probiere es mal so. Und dann schaue ich die Nachrichten auf dem Handy einfach nach. Also schön, dass du da bist. Sorry, ich habe die Nachrichten nicht gesehen, weil es ja hier drin ausgestellt ist.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Wie geht's dir denn?
Mark my words,
Ein Toter.
these murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Name ist mit Vollbild besser als mit den Nachrichten
Not a drop
angezeigt.
of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Also ich habe gerade Zeit, weil ich krankgeschrieben bin und spiele dieses Spiel hier weiter. Gute Besserung dir übrigens.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Ja, ich sehe es ja so auf dem Handy, was die Leute schreiben, das geht eigentlich auch.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires?
Macht ja nichts.
If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
Switch habe ich noch nie
So you
gespielt.
hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Also ich spiele immer nur PlayStation. Früher mal Xbox 360, war auch ganz gut.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Ja, Internet ist schon wichtig.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a
Alles klar,
priest of all
bis
people.
gleich.
Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Danke, dass Sie mir die Fragen beantwortet haben.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People
bin
don't
sofort
appreciate
zurück.
that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
Bin
I've got
zurück, sorry.
responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Ich verurteile niemand.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Entschuldigung.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Okay,
Bye,
danke.
Miss Cavendish.
Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Herzlich willkommen an die neuen Zuschauer.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. Joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Der Arme.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another time, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story.
Hä, warum ist das noch hell?
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you?
Hä?
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change. And to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me, then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Gute Besserung. Der Arme.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. It would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Danke. Warum hängt sich das Spiel auf, ey? Hallo Insane. Das Spiel hat sich aufgehängt, leider. Ah, normal müsste es gleich wieder gehen. Wie geht's dir, Insane? Ey, keine Ahnung, was da los ist. Manchmal hängt sich einfach auf.
It's locked.
Freut mich, dass du hier reinschaust.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
In deiner Pause schaust du hier rein, voll cool. Ja, ganz okay, ich bin momentan krank geschrieben, aber zocken geht.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Wie lange musst du noch arbeiten?
What?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Zocken geht echt immer. Und das Spiel, ich finde es richtig gut, ist halt viel zu lesen, aber gefällt mir.
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Streamst du dann später auch noch?
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the Wet Boot Boys and the Communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
We're all truly alone in this world. You're lucky you learnt that early.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Okay, wenn ich schaffe, schaue ich bei dir auch mal noch rein später. Ich wünsche dir auf jeden Fall noch einen angenehmen Arbeitstag. Deine Pause ist bestimmt bald vorbei.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions, or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Ja, ich freue mich auch gerade, dass du hier bist. Ist immer gut, wenn jemand zuschaut.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Ich stream halt gerade zu einer schlechten Uhrzeit, aber egal.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Alles so depressive Menschen hier. Aber ich finde das Feeling geil in dem Spiel. Wie komme ich jetzt darüber? Also. Ich bin ja ein Vampir.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think?
I don't think so. Wounds are clean, it's methodical.
A freaking vampire then.
I can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the arteries. We've found ourselves a bloody artist.
Seems like the guard of Prima is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
All of you bloody
Ich glaube, ich habe keine Chance. Flammenwerfer. Ah, Mann. Ey, wie soll ich den besiegen? Ey. Mann. Komischer Flammenwerfer-Typ da. Ah, Mann. Nein. Der ist ja richtig schwer. Nein. Ey. Nein. Ey, der ist so schwer. Immer diese Gegner. Stirb. Ah. Ich sterb. Ist gerade gar nicht gut. Mann. Nein. Ey, den schaffe ich nicht. Mit seinem Flammenwerfer. Oh Mann. Könnt ihr nicht einfach sterben? Oh Mann. Nein. Geh weg. Ey. Geh doch einfach weg. Nein. Ey. Ihr nervt. Geht weg. Stirb. Mann. Stirb. Ach Mann. Ey, das ist so schwer. Nein. Stirb. Stirb. Ja. Ey, der war richtig schwer. Stirb. Stirb. So, jetzt habe ich wieder Zeit für Kommentare. Ey, der Kampf war so extrem. Ey, das war... Ich habe voll oft gedacht, ich sterb jetzt. Mit seinem Flammenwerfer.
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Aber ich mag so schwere Spiele, da freut man sich dann voll, wenn man sowas schafft. Also ich war ja so oft jetzt kurz vorm Tod. Voll Adrenalin. Oh Mann. Irgendwie durchgekommen. Hey, war das extrem. Aber geil, hab's geschafft, ja. Irgendwie. Und du hast noch Pause. Ey, von der Verwirrung vom Kampf laufe ich voll in die falsche Richtung. Ich wünsche dir auch einen guten Tag, Titerin. Let's Play. Hallo Name, willkommen zurück. Ich habe gerade einen Endgegner besiegt. Und jetzt hängt das Spiel mal wieder leider. Keine Ahnung warum. Ja, ich freue mich voll. Danke fürs Reinschauen. Okay, Tai, sorry. Das Spiel hängt gerade. Passiert wohl ab und zu. Keine Ahnung warum. Aber gleich geht's weiter. Ich verstehe es echt nicht. Ich hoffe, euch geht's allen gut. Ja, der Sound geht. Keine Ahnung, warum es so ab und zu hängen bleibt. Gleich müsste es weitergehen. Das Spiel gefällt mir richtig gut, aber irgendwie hat es Bugs. Jetzt geht's wieder. Manchmal hängt es einfach kurz. Freut mich auf jeden Fall sehr, dass ihr alle vorbeischaut. Der Endgegner gerade. Da vorne ist ein Zombie-Typ. Gizmo. Ich beiß einfach die Zombies.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Das Geile im Spiel, man kann einfach zurückbeißen. Oh, was ist denn da los? So, Gegner erledigt. Ist gerade voll viel los im Chat um die Uhrzeit. Ich danke euch. Ja, es geht auch um Vampire, aber da sind irgendwie so komische Zombie-Dinger auch dabei. Ja, das ist halt der Vorteil an der PlayStation 4, da braucht man nicht rendern. Oder was ist das? Sind das Zombies? Keine Ahnung. Ne, das ist ein Vampir. Die sind aggro, ja. Ey, was ist das für einer? Oh. Okay, ich hab ihn.
It's locked.
Also auf der PlayStation mache ich einfach den Stream und es lädt alles automatisch hoch. Da ist ja noch einer. Ich kapiere auch nicht, warum die alle so aggressiv sind. So. Ja, es geht um Vampire, so komische Zombie-Wesen und böse Menschen. Das ist ein sehr düsteres Spiel. So, jetzt habe ich irgendein Lager entdeckt. Da ist eine Frau. Hallo.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Ja, die wollen mich alle essen.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Also die Menschen in dem Spiel, die sind auch eigentlich fast alle voll unfreundlich. Ich bräuchte auch mal einen neuen Rechner.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Alter, wie die durchdreht.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Not like you at all, Doctor.
Ja, Zombie-Vampire.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Die ist echt unfreundlich. Aber hat wahrscheinlich auch Gründe.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
PS4 ist immer gut.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Hallo Starwater. Und Insane hat mich echt sehr gefreut, dass du da warst.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ist ja gerade richtig was los im Chat. Voll gut, um die Uhrzeit. Ich finde den Soundtrack auch voll geil in dem Spiel. Details.
It's locked, all right.
Überall Kranke in den Betten. Voll traurig.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Freut mich sehr fürs Vorbeikommen, Walter. Dankeschön.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Nö, er ist einfach freundlich und ich freue mich drüber und dann hat er ja was Gutes getan, finde ich echt gut. Danke.
You really think I should go back to a safer place?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Das ist traurig, ja, werd schnell wieder gesund. Ja, mir gefällt es auch richtig gut. Da ist zwar viel mit Story, aber es wird immer interessanter.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Also die meisten Leute in dem Spiel sind immer traurig. Das ist halt echt ein düsteres Spiel. Aber mir gefällt's.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Okay,
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Auf Wiedersehen. Hallo?
You again? What do you want?
Ach so, mit der habe ich schon geredet. Tschüss.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ich muss diesen Sean Hampton finden. Wo kann der sein? Muss hier irgendwo sein. Sean, wo bist du? Da unten bestimmt. Nee, auch nicht. Ey, wo kann der nur sein? Ich lese mal kurz Nachrichten. Ja, Fernfahrer wäre eine gute Idee. Macht es nehmen. Delirium.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
Wo ist denn dieser Typ? Komm her jetzt. Hä?
I know I promised you I'd make everything right. It's not been that simple.
Da. Also nur zur Info, der hat anscheinend Menschen getötet im Krankenhaus und ist abgehauen, der Typ. Könnte jetzt interessant werden, mit dem zu reden. Also ich habe keine Beweise, aber Leute haben gesagt, der hat Menschen getötet und ist weggerannt. Und dann war überall Blut auf dem Boden.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Der ist ja auch voll mit Blut.
How dare you welcome me as if everything is the same? We both know things have changed a lot, don't we?
I'm still me in here, just more alive, as a Skal. It's a new beginning, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Von mir auch gute Besserung.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
Know not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life. And I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Ja, die meisten, also man kann entscheiden, ob man Blut trinkt, um zu überleben, aber meiner, also ich töte keine Menschen. Außer er kriegt so Anfälle, dann kann man nichts dagegen machen.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you?
A vampire doctor. Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
Hallo Giacomo, freut mich, dass du da bist. Alles gut bei dir?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
Ich bin nicht überzeugt.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Ich habe Zweifel.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Das ist eh eine Falle. Aber egal. Dann gehe ich mal dahin.
Vampire kills in utter silence.
Einfach mal falsche Richtung, zu blöd um zu laufen.
They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
Schön, freut mich echt, dass ihr alle da seid. Ah. Ich bin benebelt. Was will denn der mit seinem Kreuz? Geh weg. Ah. Nein. Ich bin fast tot. Der mit dem Kreuz ist extrem. So, hab ihn. Ja, ich habe ihn ja besiegt. Danke für die Info. Da sind noch mehr. Wieder einer mit dem Kreuz. Nein! Nein, nein, nein! Ey, das war so knapp. Die rasten komplett aus. Weg. Der mit dem Kreuz immer. Geh weg. Jetzt sterbe ich. Nein. Ich bin einfach tot. Wir sind nicht länger Teil dieses Kreises aus Leben und Tod. Wir sind Untote, mein Freund, und als solche sind wir ausgestoßen. Ich wurde besiegt. Ja, ist echt ein schweres Spiel, da muss man auch konzentriert sein. Und sich viel zurückziehen. Also man kann ja im Spiel stärker werden. Man kann sich leveln, indem man Menschen tötet. Also die aussaugt, unschuldige Menschen. Aber ich mache das halt nicht, deswegen ist das Spiel sehr schwer. Wenn ich jetzt rumlaufen würde und überall Menschen aussaugen würde, dann könnte man viel schneller leveln. Aber ich probiere es so. Keine Lust, Menschen zu töten.
I'd step back, sir. Didn't you hear me?
Ich muss halt da durch. Jetzt kommt er wieder mit dem Kreuz. Stirb. Ich gehe jetzt mal oben rum. Da sind ja auch welche.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Die kämpfen gegen Zombie-Vampir. Nein. Bis später. Einen schönen Tag dir noch, Walter. So, die habe ich. Ich glaube, ich muss eh unten rum. Da muss ich doch durch die durch. Ah ja, da ist der Eingang.
Easy does it, boys. Deal with this blood. Bloody leech! Have no fear, brothers.
Nein! Denn sein Kreuz. Nein! Geh weg! Ich muss kurz weg von denen. Ich bin fast tot. Komm, lad auf. Ja, die sind richtig aggro, die Viecher. Und der mit dem Kreuz, der will mich immer verbrennen. Ich will eigentlich... Oh nee. Das war ein Fehler. Okay, den habe ich. Jetzt nur noch der mit Kreuz. Ja, ich habe PlayStation Plus. Ey, warum sind die wieder zu dritt? Ich muss nur den mit dem Kreuz kriegen. Ey. Ja. Mann. So. Nein. Warum sind es so viele wieder? Ey. Das sind... Ey, was ist hier los? Hä? Was ist das jetzt? Hä? Wo kommen die alle her? Nein. Okay, komm her. So. Jetzt sind die weg. Ah ne, da vorne. Was macht der da? Ah. Nein! Ich muss weg. Ey, das zieht ja voll viel Leben ab, der Große. Nein! Okay, irgendwie geschafft. Das waren jetzt richtig viele. Ja, du kannst einen Link reinschicken. Hab alle besiegt. So, weiter. Ach so, links kann man hier glaube ich nicht reinschicken. Keine Ahnung, wie man das freischaltet. Ne, hab nichts geblockt. Es ist echt brutal, dieses Spiel. Erst habe ich gedacht, nur 3 Stück, auf einmal sind 6 Stück von denen um mich rum. Das war echt gerade Adrenalin pur. Aber ich find's geil.
I cannot enter. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Oh ne, jetzt kommt irgendein Rätsel. Ah, ich kann so hoch. Ist gar kein Rätsel. Hä? Bringt gar nichts. Okay, was soll ich jetzt hier machen? Ich mag das Spiel auch. Ich habe gerade keine Ahnung, was ich machen soll. Geht nicht. Nö, echt gar keine Ahnung. Ich muss irgendwie die Kisten wegkriegen. Einfach mal draufhauen. Ah ja, toll. Das war ein echt schweres Rätsel. Aber ich find's geil. Schreib doch einfach den Namen von dem Link, weil das ist voll umständlich. Ich spiele ja gerade. Kann ich jetzt da hoch? Gewalt gegen Kisten, ja. Hä? Mach ich hier mal wieder zu. Und hier auch. Ne, logischerweise müsste ich jetzt da runter. Denke ich mal. Ja, ich muss, glaube ich, beide zumachen. Hä, waren ja beide zu.